Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel for the big breaking news that actually happened earlier this evening is that Liverpool have reached full agreement with Ryan Gravenberch of Bayern Munich, of course. So it does look like we are going to be signing Ryan Gravenberch from Bayern Munich. Yeah, very interesting. We will get into all things Ryan Gravenberch and discussing about Liverpool's potential next signing. But before I do begin, do remember to hit that like button and do remember to hit that subscribe button as well. Yeah, apologies, we are a little bit late this evening. But I just want to come on. I just want to come on and just have a nice wee chat about Ryan Gravenberch. So what happened? Well, around seven, I think it was about 7 o'clock this evening. David Ornstein, who has been very good this season, especially with the big transfer talk. It has to be said. He came out with this, and this was a big news, is that Liverpool have reached agreement with Bayern Munich to sign Ryan Gravenberch, fixed fee €40 million, Netherlands international to join on a long-term contract, 21-year-old flying to Liverpool this evening before medical Friday. So that was obviously what happened earlier this evening with David Ornstein. And then obviously after that, all the journalists came onto it. We obviously have Mr. Fabrizio Romano here as well. Ryan Gravenberch, Liverpool, here we go. 40 million plus 5 million in add-ons, 5-year deal. He will fly to Liverpool this evening. Agreement in place and medical test booked. Deal was negotiated by Jose Fortes Rodriguez from obviously the late Mino Raiola as well. And then obviously the others did get on the act as well. Obviously, that's not the one. That's not the one as well. But there's we will get into it anyway. But Ryan Gravenberch is going to potentially be a Liverpool player. I'm delighted. I'm absolutely delighted with this. Look, I know that there will be a lot of people saying, "Why have we left this late? This deal till late." Look, I can understand that obviously other positions were, looking at potentially to be sort of more prioritized. Let's just say that. But I think Ryan Gravenberch has still got a lot ahead of him. Look, obviously, when a move like this doesn't work out, obviously the move from Ajax to Bayern Munich has obviously not worked out. You do get that feeling of, well, maybe one more move will get him the move he gets. And look, he's a Liverpool supporter. He is a Liverpool supporter. He's a big Liverpool supporter. So the fact that we've managed to get him in is absolutely fantastic. And look, I think it's great. I think it is really great to see Ryan Gravenberch. And look, I think he's going to be a fantastic midfielder signing for us as well. And look, we're going to be getting 4 midfielders in now, and we let 5 go in the summer. Yes, I know there'll be people still saying that. Yes, we still probably need a centre back. I can honestly understand that, and totally get it. Totally get it. And yes, Ryan Gravenberch is not really a defensive sort of player. He obviously plays on the sort of the left side of midfield, but it's a very good sign. And I think for 34.25 million, I think is a very good move, I've got to say as well. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts. Get involved in the chat as well. Corvo NUFC, hello, hope you are well. Hope you're well. Hello, John Comey, Big Up Douglas. How are you? I'm not bad, mate. It's my birthday on Monday. I'll be 47. Happy birthday for Monday, mate. I hope you have a very good day when it comes. Nigel's in. Good evening, Douglas. Happy with the signing. Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted with this. Really am. I think as well, it is a very good move. Very good move. And look, I think he needed to get out of Bayern. I think it's the safest thing to say there as well. And hello, Panoff as well. Hope you are well. So who is Ryan Gravenberch? Well, Ryan Gravenberch, let us see. Ryan Gravenberch was born on the 16th of May 2002. Yeah, that is making me feel a lot old. Ryan Giro Gravenberch, born Amsterdam. He is 21 years old. Now, this is the best thing about it. He's only 21. He has a lot of years left in him, and he is a very, very good player, to say the very, very least. Height 1.90. Now, this is the thing with Liverpool, is that we've been kind of lacking height in our team. Now, obviously you've got Van Dijk, you've got Konate. We used to have sort of players like Gini Wijnaldum, who wasn't really, really tall. Henderson was tall. So Diaz is really, really small. But I think to get a player of height, and look, Gravenberch is a very, very good player. I remember when he played at Anfield for Ajax in that Champions League. He gave our midfield a torrid time. He gave our midfield a very, very torrid time as well. And look, I think it's going to be very, very intriguing, to say the very, very least. So height 1.90, citizenship. This is where it gets interesting. Obviously, he is a Dutch international, but he could also qualify for Suriname as well, according to this as well. Midfield, central midfielder. He is right-footed as well. Player agent is obviously Team Raiola as well. I mean, Liverpool don't really deal with Raiola sort of contacts very, very often. I think the last one we did was Mario Balotelli, I think was the last one, if I seem to remember. As well. Obviously, current club is Bayern Munich. He joined them in July the 1st, 2022, did Ryan Gravenberch. His contract does expire 30th of June 2027, but Liverpool wanted to get another midfielder in, and obviously Ryan Gravenberch has been a player who Liverpool have been linked with most of this summer, most of last summer as well, and then obviously most of January as well, you've got to say. So I think to say that it'll be a very, very good player, he'll be a very, very good signing as well. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really, really looking forward to it as well. So yeah, I mean, he moved from Ajax to Bayern Munich, as I said, July the 1st, 2022, for £35 million as well. So Bayern Munich have got most of the transfer fee back, you've got to say, as well. And look, Ryan Gravenberch has lost his way at Bayern Munich. I think it's safe enough to say he has lost his way at Bayern Munich. But doesn't this sort of move give you Coutinho vibes, Sturridge vibes, where they were kind of waiting for, like just to get a move away. And all of a sudden, this is sort of giving me those sort of vibes again. This is sort of giving me those. Well, look what's happened with Ryan Gravenberch at Bayern Munich, and look, he played against us in the preseason friendly in Singapore there. So this is a very, very good move, and obviously I am wearing this because obviously I do actually have a Dutchman on the back of the shirt, as well as Gakpo as well. So. I think it's a very, very good signing. I think it's a very, very good signing, and it's one I think that was definitely needed to be made as well. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this as well. Georgie's in. Hello, mate. What's up? Congrats on signing Gravenberch. Yeah, I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy with that. More sort of, I wouldn't say attacking. I think he's more of sort of central midfield. I wouldn't say he's more of attacking. He definitely plays on the sort of the left hand side of the midfield. He's been playing that a lot for like Ajax and Bayern Munich. So Spencer says he's old enough to be his dad. Good grief. Well, there you go. There you go, doesn't it? There you go. Nigel says he thinks he'll take 14, worn it for the Netherlands. That's very, very true. He has worn it for the Netherlands as well. Redbird's in. Panoff, we're going to cook now. Sebastian says he's good. JC, a win for the Reds for your birthday. I'll say cheers to that. Absolutely, Redbird. I think we'll absolutely do that as well. But look, this is a very, very good move, and we can obviously talk about the midfield as well, because as we said, 5 did go out earlier this summer. We obviously said goodbye to Fabinho. We said goodbye to Jordan Henderson, James Milner, Naby Keita, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Those were the five that have gone out. So who have we replaced them with? Alexis McAllister. Very, very good signing. Very, very promising signing from Brighton. Dominic Szoboszlai. Very, very, very impressive signing. Again, 22 he is as well. Gravenberch is 21 as well. So, and then we've obviously got Wataru Endo, that was obviously the sort of the experienced head in the midfield. But Gravenberch, 21. McAllister, I think, is 22, 23. Szoboszlai is 22. We've replaced old midfielders for younger, more hungrier midfielders, and that is very, very good when you have to say that. I think that is really, really good as well. Look, he's been targeted for a number of months. I mean, Manchester United were in the race for him. You know, they were being heavily linked with him as well, but. He is a Liverpool supporter. He is a big Liverpool supporter as well. So another one of those where you kind of say, well, boyhood heroes joins their club. And look, I am a big fan of Ryan Gravenberch. I did watch a lot of him when he was obviously at Ajax. I know what he can do, and I have to say I think, look, he has won stuff at Bayern Munich. Don't get me wrong, he has won stuff. But I think when you look at what he has done in that Bayern Munich midfield, look, he's been hardly getting games. Thomas Tuchel doesn't obviously, want him there. Basically, there was a report that actually the Bayern Munich boards were wanting Gravenberch to stay, but Thomas Tuchel was wanting him gone. So I think this is a very, very good move. It is a very, very good move. We'll go through a few stats as well. However, there was something that actually did break around 9 o'clock as well. Look, it's not bad news. It's definitely not bad news about Gravenberch's move to Liverpool. But Florian Plettenberg did say, because obviously there was reports that Ryan Gravenberch was going to arrive in Liverpool this evening, but they were a bit wide of the mark, because Florian Plettenberg did say the flight to Liverpool scheduled for this evening has been cancelled. Gravenberch will fly to Liverpool tomorrow morning. Most important, being told his transfer to LFC is not in danger. It is a done deal, 45 million all in. Klopp wanted him. So that's also the thing as well. And also, this came out as well. Gravenberch counts as an under-21 player and does not require a non-homegrown spot for a Premier League club, meaning we can sign one more player. Now, look, I know there has been a few reports this evening, obviously saying that James Pearce I did say that this could probably be Liverpool's last signing, but tomorrow's deadline day. And this is the thing, tomorrow is deadline day. Anything can happen. We've signed players on deadline day for, I remember when Ben Davies signed. I remember when we got Ozan Kabak in as well. Stephen Cocker, I think, was a January deadline day signing as well. Never say never. Never say never. Look, am I confident that we can get a centre back in? No, I'm not. But you never know. You never know. Could we get a DM in? Highly unlikely now. We've obviously getting Gravenberch. That's the only worry for me, is that we don't really have a sort of a experience. Well, obviously we've got Wataru Endo for that defensive midfielder, but the one thing I've been kind of wondering, are we going to move from an actual CDM to a double pivot? Now, we could potentially do that. Because Ryan Gravenberch at Bayern Munich was actually getting played more in a double pivot. Now, could we possibly see Liverpool in a double pivot? Possibly. Look, 4-3-3 for me. If we're being totally honest, the players that we have got at this moment in time probably can't play 4-3-3. We need players that we can, how to obviously, do that. Anyway, but look, I think having Ryan Gravenberch in there, 21 years old, he will get game time. He will definitely get game time, to say the very, very least. But look, it's this is going to be a very interesting last couple of hours as well. Like I think I think we have to say that Ryan Gravenberch will probably likely not make his debut against Aston Villa. I think he has to be signed before 12 p.m., which would be very, very cutting it tight. Let me just say it would be cutting it tight to say the very, very least. But look, I think Ryan Gravenberch could easily make his debut against Wolves on the 16th of September. He could easily do that. So obviously, a bit about Gravenberch as well. He started. He joined the Ajax Youth Academy in 2010 and has worked his way up through the junior levels as well. Gravenberch made his professional debut with Young Ajax in a 5-2 Eerste Divisie win over FC Dordrecht on 24th of August 2018. So there you go. There you go to say the very, very least. On the 25th of November 2020, Gravenberch scored his first Champions League goal in a 3-1 win over Midtjylland in the 2021 season. Made his senior debut on the 23rd of September 2018 in a 3-0 Eredivisie loss to PSV. Became the youngest Ajax player to ever play in the Eredivisie at 16 years and 130 days, surpassing the record of 16 years and 242 days set by Clarence Seedorf. There you go. There you go, indeed. That is one thing to say, the very, very least. He made 44 appearances for Young Ajax and he scored 8 goals. Made 72 appearances for Ajax and scored 7 goals. He's made 25 appearances for Bayern Munich and has scored 0 goals. So, yeah, not a prolific goal scorer. But look, I think we've got hungrier midfielders, and this is going to be very, very good, I think, in the long term for us, for sure. And I think that's something to definitely look ahead to as well. And obviously, he is an international for the Netherlands. He's made 11 caps and he has actually scored 1 goal for the Netherlands as well. He's the older brother of Danzo Gravenberch, who was also a professional footballer as well. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about Ryan Gravenberch to Liverpool. I think it's a very, very good move, and I think it is a good move as well, to say the very, very least, because it is a very good signing for us. And look, Bayern Munich definitely they look like they're getting Joe Polina. It does look like they're potentially getting Joe Polina, and obviously he's going to be the Gravenberch replacement as well. But obviously, we do look ahead to the Europa League tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what will happen. But I do think as well, getting Gravenberch in is a very, very good move, to say the very, very least. Hello, Lifty. Hope you're well. Elevator and Escalator fan. Hope you are good, my friend. Yeah. Let me know what you guys are thinking as well. But if anybody has actually just come in, if anyone's just actually came in too late into the stream, let me go back through what has happened today, because we obviously did see earlier that David Ornstein did say Liverpool have reached agreement with the Bayern Munich to sign Ryan Gravenberch, fixed fee €40 million. Netherlands international to join on a long-term contract. 21-year-old flying to Liverpool this evening before medical Friday. Well, that obviously he's not flying this evening because the flight did get cancelled. But as Florian Plettenberg does say, their deal is not in danger as well. And then obviously Fabrizio Romano also said as well, medical test booked. So literally when he gets to Liverpool tomorrow, he will be undergoing that medical. But with the sort of the cut-off to be be registered as a sort of a Premier League player, it is looking very, very unlikely he will make his debut on Sunday against Aston Villa, which is a pity. It is a pity. But look, tomorrow, deadline day, as I said, anything can happen. Anything can definitely happen, to say at the very, very least. As well. Badger and Scousebirds, sell Salah, Thiago, Matip, Gomez, rebuild time. I don't think Salah's going anywhere, mate. I don't think Salah's going anywhere. Thiago's not going anywhere. Matip and Gomez are definitely not going anywhere either. So yeah, Olivier Nestle fan says, I'm going to be really honest. He's very unproven. I haven't seen much of him, but other than that, it's not the worst signing. I don't really watch Bundesliga very much. Well, he hasn't really played much, to be honest. Olivier, he hasn't really played a lot of football for Bayern Munich. Yeah, only 25 appearances, which is you can understand. You can understand that it's kind of a move that has not really happened for him, to say the very least. No one's talking about Elliott and Doak, excellent replacements, plus Salah, Thiago Matip, Gomez, and to rebuild our defensive midfield. Thoughts on you for Champions League draw? Newcastle with a very, very tough group. I'll be honest, I didn't really see the Champions League groups, to be honest with you, because I was kind of just, I was actually like on the way home, so I didn't really see anything. Olivier, I've got to be honest, I didn't really see the Champions League draw. I will be probably doing like prediction sort of streams for like the group stages. But I will certainly not be sort of looking towards predicting like games, etc. I think those days are kind of long gone, unfortunately, to say the very least. I thought Matip was going to leave this summer, and Gomez I thought was off to Saudi. Yeah, I think everyone did. I think everyone did, but I think we've rebuilt the midfield pretty well. I honestly think that we have as well. And so often you can't refuse Salah's on everything with us. Yeah, but the problem that you have there, Badger and Scousebird, is that Salah is not going to be leaving in like 24 hours. There's just not enough time to get a replacement. And I think it is his last season with us. I will be honest with you. I do think it is his last season. But I don't think anything of Salah being leaving very soon. I don't think that's going to happen. So no, I think Salah will remain with us for this season, and then he'll be away next summer. I think I think we will give him a very good farewell, like obviously Firmino and Fabinho did, obviously. If you don't know, Newcastle got PSG, Dortmund. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, welcome back to the Champions League, Newcastle. But as I said earlier, I will be doing prediction streams for the group stages, for the Europa League as well, and obviously the Conference League. I will be having a look at that as well. But it'd be very interesting to say the very least. We have talent in our squad. Elliot Doak, no one's talking about them. Yeah, look, Ben Doak is going to be very good. I think he's going to be a very good player for the Europa League for sure. But I just think when we actually look at the midfield options that we've got, we are building for the future. You have to say we are actually building for the future. As well, because if we look at we actually look at this. Hello, Chris. I've just seen that. Yeah, Joel Rabinowitz actually tweeted this. McAllister 24, Szoboszlai 22, Jones 22, Gravenberch 21, Elliott 20. Bacetic 18, Thiago and Endo, the only ones over 30. The age profile of Liverpool's midfield options is looking a lot healthier now. Really promising young core there. So definitely one thing to look forward to. That's bad, Chris. That is really bad. Olivier and Escalade fans saying, wow, Chris, Elliott's learning off Salah. Yeah, he is. He is learning off Salah. He is. But again, as I said, I don't think Salah is going anywhere before the deadline day. Salah's not going to be leaving. Liverpool have said time and time again he is definitely not for sale. He is definitely not for sale. Anyway, but look, it is one of those things. Are we a bit disappointed in the fact that we haven't got a centre back? I think left side of centre backs are really, really hard to come by. Obviously, the one that seems to be getting rumoured is Piero Hinsapi. I think that's how you say. Um, but we'll wait and see. We will wait and see. Time will tell tomorrow. But honestly, I don't think Salah is going to go. I don't think Salah is going to go. To say the very least. Hi, Chris. Massive Carabao Cup tie for us. You boys are taking a hell of a beating. But we'll wait and see. But yeah, the names that seem to be getting linked with obviously Liverpool centre backs is Piero Hinsapi from Bayer Leverkusen, Arthur Tiati. I think that's how you say it from. I think that's how you say it from Rennes as well. And there's another one that's gone from my head. But I do think that we are still lacking defensively. Because having sort of Kanate, who we obviously know that is injury prone, I think it's the safest thing to say. The other thing as well, Matip and Gomez, can you really rely on them for a full season? That's where I worry. Van Dijk is probably the only Liverpool defender that is like really, really fit now, as well. So that is something I'd be very, very worried about if that was to be the case. So I do think that we do need another defender, but we'll wait and see. Thank you, Chris. Yeah. I did actually decide in the end to get this because I didn't. I didn't. I didn't like it at first, but actually, when you like try it on, it is very, very nice. It is very, very nice. Pay about Phillips. I've got to be honest. I'm happy that he's gone to Celtic. I am very, very happy that he has gone to Celtic. I think if you look at what's happened with him, we should have got rid of him when we had the chance. We waited. We gave him a new deal. And then all of a sudden, it just wasn't the case where he just he wanted game time. He did want game time, but it's just not happened for him. It just hasn't happened for him at all, to say the very, very least. Nah, seriously, Chris, in my opinion, we were a close tie, but depending on the way we perform, we might hammer you, but you might also knock us out. Especially if we play the way we play against Newcastle, because the knockout ties in any competition, you can't play like we did against Newcastle. I would expect a very heavily rotated team potentially as well. My dream job is to clean mirrors because I can really see myself doing that. Oh, dear. Chris says he doesn't see us winning. Well, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. But yeah, Ryan Gravenberch looks potentially like to be Liverpool's potential final signing of this window. It could be an interesting one. It could be a very, very interesting one. Get on the telly. Yeah, I'll be honest. I think with the ties that I've actually just seen, like obviously Chelsea, Brighton, Newcastle, Manchester City, of course, I'd be very, very doubtful if that was on the telly, if I'm being honest. But you never know. You never know, indeed. But guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please do remember to hit that like button and please do hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel as well. Nunes is a prospect. Nunes is going to be good. Nunes is definitely going to be a very, very good player for us. I can definitely hopefully say that as well. But look, it's going to be very, very interesting to say as well. Only 2 ties on TV, and it's bound to be those. Yes, absolutely. Chelsea, Brighton, Newcastle, Manchester City. Like Newcastle, Manchester City is probably the tie of the round. I think you'd be very, very silly not to say it wouldn't be. But I do think it is going to be very, very interesting to see what ties will be on the TV, to say the very, very least. But as I said, we have now got 4 players in. Is that enough? Only time will tell. The one thing I don't really want to happen, and obviously touch wood for this, is to have an injury crisis in defence, because that's the last thing I will. That's the last thing I want to see is like our defenders going down. Maybe there's a chance of getting one. Maybe there's a chance. David Carmo's been mentioned. There's another one at Feyenoord that's been mentioned as well, but they're not really sort of big named players. But we might just have to go for one of them. We might just have to go for one of them to say the very very least. But we shall see. Listen, quick question. Any thoughts on Rugby World Cup? Who will win? I fancy Ireland. I fancy Ireland to win it, Badger and Scouseboard. I've got to be honest. I fancy Ireland to win it, if I'm being honest. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see for that. To say the very least, should be the likes of Sutton. We've got 8 players in and still looking at more. We are the New Forest. I don't think you're in the New Forest. Let me just say that. Newcastle and Manchester United could be a high-scoring game. Can see it in 4-3 in a cheeky one for Newcastle. Maybe you never know. South Africa, says Badger. A lot of people fancy South Africa, actually. Yeah, they're in Scotland's group, actually. Scotland, South Africa, Ireland, Romania, and there's one more that I can't think as well. Look, I will be honest, I'm not the biggest rugby person, but when it comes to like Six Nations, absolutely love it. When it comes to the World Cup, absolutely love it. I will definitely watch it when it's on. So is it in France? I think it's in France. I could be completely wrong about that as well. Nigel says South Africa. We all know what happened in the 2021 season where we had the defensive crisis. Yeah, we had to play midfielders as a centre back, and I really don't want that to happen again. We had Fabinho and Henderson at centre back. That was not a good one as well. Siobhan says, Douglas, it's been a sad day. I'm guessing that because of literally what's happened to Manchester United, because you're getting Sergio Reguilon. Yeah, I mean, you've gone from Cucurella to Sergio Reguilon. I mean, that doesn't fill me with confidence, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it wouldn't fill me with confidence if you went for Cucurella anyway. But Sergio Reguilon, who's been in the periphery of Tottenham, I can't really, he was at Sevilla as well. He couldn't get a starting game at Sevilla as well. So I'd be worried. And I know it looks like... Is it Amrabat? Apparently Fulham are now in for Amrabat as well. I mean, who knows? Who knows as well? Tonga, thank you, Nigel. Thank you. Also, hello. I suppose South Africa and anybody that plays against England. Interesting. Liverpool could be playing in Azerbaijan this season. Look, we're in the Europa League. See what happens tomorrow. We could potentially face Rangers again. Oh, no, actually. No, we couldn't. Because apparently Dinamo Zagreb got beat tonight, so they drop into the Conference League. Rangers, I think, would move up to pot 1, I think, if my memory serves me correctly. So, no, we won't face Rangers. As well. We have EVD out to suspension. Kanai injured. Could have a problem against Villa with Matip and Gomez at the back. Matip washed and Gomez and Maguire. Well, Phillips is gone. So that's another thing. That is another thing to say as well. Does Kwanzaa... Do you guys think Kwanzaa will be a defender to sort of, be in Klopp's plans for this season? Or does he go out on loan? Because I did see another player potentially going out on loan. Tyler Morton, I think that was another one I've seen potentially going out on loan as well. But we'll wait and see. And you have times like United could be in trouble. I know they have 2 easy teams in Copenhagen and Galatasaray, but they have Bayern, who I think will absolutely batter them. Yeah, I did see Manchester United's group as well. I want United to sign Gravenberch. He is a quality player. I did actually... You actually said, when... you were on Sophie's channel. I think you two actually said about Gravenberch, to say the very, very least. Look, it's a very, very good signing. It's a very, very good signing for us. He would have been a good signing for Manchester United. He would have been a good signing for Manchester United, to say the very, very least. whoever we play, whatever we play, we win it. That's what makes us what we are today. Absolutely, absolutely. So, evening, Nate. Hope you're well. Yeah, deadline day tomorrow, Nate. I think Leicester make any more signings. I mean, you've made eight. You've made eight so far, which is very, very good to say. Who are Dinamo Zagreb playing though? Good question. Good question. Let me just check. Let me just check. Sparta Prague. Sparta Prague beat them 4-1. 4-1. And that was in the second leg as well. So, yeah. Yeah. Actually, let me just check something. Let me just check because obviously the Europa League will have finished now. So, Europa League pots 23-24. So these are actually the confirmed pots. So let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? Right. Where are the pots? Where are the pots? Hopefully the pots. Right. So here are the pots for the Europa League tomorrow. West Ham United. This is obviously pot one. West Ham United, Liverpool, Roma, Ajax, Villarreal, Bayer Leverkusen, Atalanta, Rangers. Yes, Rangers are in pot one because obviously Dinamo Zagreb are out. That's why. Pot two, Sporting CP. That will be very interesting if we get them. Slavia Prague, who've obviously knocked out Zagreb tonight. Rennes, Olympiacos, Real Betis, Lask of Austria, Marseille, and Karabag. So I know that Shane said that we could potentially be playing in Azerbaijan. There's Karabag. Pot three, Molde, Brighton, Sheriff Tiraspol, who are usually in these competitions, to say the very least. Union Saint Gilloise, I think that's how you say it. Freiburg, that'd be tasty. Sparta Prague, as well. Maccabi Haifa, Sturm Graz. There's another one. Pot four, Toulouse, AEK Athens, someone called TSC, who I'm not sure at, Servette, who were in the Champions League third qualifying round off. They obviously lost to Rangers there. Panathinaikos, Rakow Czestochowa, I think that's how you say it, Aris Limassol, and BK Häcken, who knocked out Aberdeen this evening as well. So some tasty ties, and obviously the final is in Dublin as well. So there's something to look forward to as well. Someone who's more focused on Kwanzaa than football, no way. We'll wait and see. I fancy Celtic and Barcelona to win the UEFA Champions League. Interesting. I think it just depends on who's leaving. Looks like we'll get some players lined up to replace him. I like the idea of McAtee on loan. A lot of people, McAllister will be our next Gini Wijnaldum. I think Gravenberch will be our next Gini Wijnaldum. McAllister will be our Modric and Szoboszlai or De Bruyne, just saying. Liverpool win the Europa League. I'm really hopeful. I'm really hopeful, Siobhan, I've got to say. I'm very, very hopeful of that. Of course Liverpool win. Dublin is a sellout. It's Gilwa. Oh, the Union St. Gilwa. That's it. Who's that TSC team? FKTS. I'm not sure who that is. I'm not sure who this TSC is. Serbian team, apparently. Serbian team, huh? No, I would not know that. Anyway. But anyway. Thanks, Nate. I've just seen that. You'd have to say Manchester City. I mean, suppose you could probably put Bayern Munich in there because obviously we've got Kane now. I don't think they're still the best defensive team, and I don't think they're the best sort of midfield team. But potentially, you could say them. Real Madrid. That's not sure as well. Hello, Mr. Beehive. Big up, Douglas. You're signing a few. Maybe let Salah go for billions. Salah's not going anywhere. But even more, we're getting Bakayoko from PSV. I did see that. I did see that. That's a very good signing, especially if you're going to miss out on Brennan Johnson as well. So I think that's a very good signing as well. What do you make of the purple shirt? Love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's a very, very good shirt, to say the very, very least. I can't see us not winning the Europa League unless someone massive in the UEFA Champions League, which could be PSG, gets knocked out of the UEFA Champions League. As long as we win our group, obviously, we don't want anyone to come down from the Champions League and face us. But yeah, look, that draw will be interesting tomorrow. That draw will be very, very interesting to say the very, very least. But let's recap, obviously, on the stream tonight and what we have done. As well. Obviously, Ryan Gravenberch, full agreement with Bayern Munich for around 40 million euros as well. Let's just go through everyone again. So Liverpool have reached agreement with Bayern Munich to sign Ryan Gravenberch, fixed for 40 million euros. Netherlands international join on a long-term contract, 21-year-old flying to Liverpool this evening before Medical Friday. Well, obviously, that's not happening because the flight to Liverpool scheduled for this evening has been cancelled. Gravenberch will fly to Liverpool tomorrow morning. You'd expect probably about 7 o'clock, probably. Most important, being told this transfer to the LSE is not in danger. It's a done deal, 45 million, all in. Klopp wanted him. I mean, there has been problems with obviously the air traffic control. There has been problems with that all week, actually. All week as well. And then obviously Fabrizio Romano did also get in the act as saying deal was negotiated by Jose Fortes Rodriguez from Raiola as well. And then obviously there was another thing as well. Gravenberch counts as an under-21 player, does not require a non-homegrown spot for a Premier League club, meaning he can sign one more player. And who that will be, well, we will wait and see. We will certainly wait and see. I think Man City will win again, but I think Arsenal make a run and go far. Lad, I've got myself the purple shirt. Gold players version for 17 quid. Nice. No. No. That was Timuri Bakayoko, who did play for Chelsea. No, this is Josip Bakayoko for PSV. So no, it's not It's not the Bakayoko of Chelsea. Scottish teams are poor in Europe. Do you think Celtic can do something in the Champions League yet? I think they'll be happy with the group that they've got, to be honest. Who did they get again? Feyenoord, Lazio. Who was the other? There was another team. Let me just check that. Champions League. Celtic did actually get a good group for them. Group E. Let's have a look at this. Group E. So Celtic, Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Lazio. Still tough. Still tough. And Sapi's actually trending. This is interesting. And Sapi's actually trending. Let me just check this. Okay. Ben Jacobs, about an hour ago, Liverpool will not be moving for Piero Hinsapi. Never been concrete interest despite links, although it is true that Hinsapi would welcome an approach from the Reds. And then Francis Plateau, who says Liverpool are working to bring an additional centre back. Piero Hinsapi and Arthur Tiet among targets being discussed. The focus shifted after agreeing with Bayern Munich for Ryan Gravenberch earlier today. So maybe there's one thing. Maybe there is one thing to say the very, very least, but we'll obviously need to wait and see as well. No, there can't be only Arsenal sign them. Bakayoko was good yesterday against Rangers. He was. So was that Sabari, I think, as well. We have to take maximum points in St James's Park. Look, I said it earlier today. I think Newcastle against those clubs at home They've definitely got a chance. Away from home might be a different matter, but Newcastle will give it a go. They will give it a right good go. It is a very tough group. It's a very tough group. But look, that could be very interesting. That could be very interesting to say the very least. It's not like a tough group, to be honest. Atleti and Feyenoord going through. It is a tough group. It is a very tough group. Jordy, if you beat PSG, how delighted would you be? That's my dream for sure, Elevator. And as Elevator the next fan says, you never know as well. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching this video. Just impromptu live stream, to say the very least. I hope everyone has really enjoyed this as well. And do let me know your thoughts about Ryan Gravenberch, because I think Ryan Gravenberch is a player. When we look at it back, it will be a very good investment for the money that we are going to pay for him. I think it is a very good investment, and I can't wait for him. I cannot wait for him to get in that Liverpool shirt as well. Mr. B says Newcastle will drop down to the Europa League, I reckon. Yeah, interesting to say the very least. But we will obviously wait and see as well. But guys, if you are new around here, please do remember to hit that like button. Do remember to hit that subscribe button. The more likes the video does get, the more that it'll get out to more people and more Reds around the country as well. And if there's any Dutch fans as well, let me know your thoughts about Ryan Gravenberch heading to Liverpool to join up with his Dutch teammates Virgil van Dijk and Cody Gakpo as well. I would actually take that, to be fair. It's good to be back in Europe after 20 years. It's great to see Newcastle United back. It really is. It is good to see Newcastle United back. And yeah, look, that is not going to be an easy group. But you'll fancy your chances at St James's Park. Anyone will fancy their chances at St James's Park, to say the very least. Now, there won't be a stream tomorrow for the Europa League draw, because obviously I will be working, but I will have the Europa League draw back in the background. There will be 3 videos next week, because obviously the international break is actually next week. But there will be. I'm going to do 3 videos. I'm going to do Champions League predictions for the group stages. I'll do Europa League predictions as well. And the other thing I will be doing is the Conference League. I'll be having a look at that. And yeah. I fancy Aston Villa to go far in that competition as well. Jordy asks, by the way, any other signing possible for Liverpool on the last day? You never know. You never ever know. At this moment in time, I'll probably say no. I do think that Gravenberch is definitely the last one. But as we said, you never know. It is transfer deadline day tomorrow. You just never know. And Bayern need to batter the beep out of the Manx. Yeah, Harry Kane could have a field day, especially against Manchester United. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon for another video as well. And as far as obviously like Villa goes, obviously do check out the preview I did with Josh yesterday. That was a very good video to do as well. But Ryan Gravenberch looks like he is going to be a Red tomorrow. Ryan Gravenberch will be a Liverpool player after contracts are signed as well. And yes, potentially could make his debut against Wolves on the 16th of September. From myself, it is good night, and you'll never walk alone. Cheers, guys.